Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you all are doing very well. So in previous video, as you learned about Taro's financial condition and his father's wish, for that Taro was working harder and harder. So in today's video, we will learn about what happened next in this story. So look at the paragraph number 5. Then suddenly Taro stopped chopping. What was that sound he heard? Could it possibly be rushing water? Taro could not remember ever seeing or hearing a rushing stream in that part of the forest. He was thirsty. The axe dropped out of his hands and he ran in the direction of the sound. So what happened? When Taro was cutting wood in the forest, suddenly he heard a sound. That was the sound of rushing water. So he stopped cutting and was thinking about it, that there was no stream or river in that area. Then from where this sound of rushing water was coming? Anyways, he was so thirsty that the axe dropped down from his hand and he ran towards the direction of rushing water and tried to search the place from where the sound of rushing water is coming. So now come to the next paragraph. Taro saw a beautiful little waterfall hidden behind a rock. Kneeling at a place where the water flowed quietly, he cupped a little in his hands and put it to his lips. Was it water or was it sake? He tasted it again and again, and always it was the delicious sake instead of cold water. So when Taro reached the place from where the sound of rushing water is coming, he saw a beautiful waterfall flowing down from the rock. He knelt down and took a little water and tasted it. And to his surprise, it was not water, but it was sake. So he tasted many times to check, is it really sake or only water? But every time when he checked, he found it sake, not water. Now look at the paragraph number 7. Taro quickly filled the pitcher he had with him and hurried home. The old man was delighted with the sake. After only one swallow of liquid, he stopped shivering and did a little dance in the middle of the floor. So when Taro was assured by checking many times that it was not water, it was sake, so he filled his pitcher and rushed back his home. He gave sake to his father, and his father became very happy, and as he drank sake, he felt warm and stopped shivering and started dancing in the middle of the floor. Now look at the paragraph number 8. That afternoon, a neighbor stopped by for a visit. Taro's father politely offered her a cup of the sake. The lady drank it greedily. Greedily means desiring more and more, wishing or wanting more and more, and thanked the old man. Then Taro told her the story of the magic waterfall. Thanking them for the delicious drink, she left in a hurry. By nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the whole village. So Taro and his father was so happy and delighted to have sake. Then that afternoon, a lady neighbor came to Taro's house. So Taro's father gave her sake. So that lady drank it, wishing more sake to drink. And then she thanked Taro's father. After that, Taro told the whole story which happened in the forest and explained how did he get sake. So hearing this story of magical waterfall, that lady rushed back, and by nightfall means beginning of the night, She told every villagers about it. Thus, the story of waterfall is spread throughout the village. Now come to the next paragraph. That evening there was a long procession of visitors to the woodcutter's house. Each man heard the story of the waterfall and took a sip of sake. In less than an hour, the pitcher was empty. So what happened? When villagers came to know about the magical waterfall, so they gathered around the Taro's house and were telling each other the story of waterfall, and everyone drank a little sake at Taro's home. So in a very short time, the pitcher in which the sake was empty and sake was finished in less than 1 hour. So this is your today's lesson. I hope you have enjoyed it and understood it very well. Thank you very much for watching this video.